Cardi B and Nicki Minaj just collided at Saturday Night Live, at least allegedly, and now the internet is spiraling over claims that Cardi went berserk backstage after overhearing a Nicki joke tied to the MAGA movement. And baby, the timeline is messy. Breaking news hit fast. Reports indicate that during rehearsals for SNL's 1000th episode on January 31st, 2026, Cardi allegedly lost it behind the scenes after catching wind of a Weekend Update segment running a joke about Nicki Minaj and her recent political affiliations. That alone would be enough to shake the room. But then, TMZ posted on Instagram, Cardi B allegedly went berserk backstage at Saturday Night Live after overhearing a Nicki Minaj joke. Sources say things got out of control fast. And once that hit social media, it was over. Screenshots everywhere, think pieces loading, fans choosing sides in real time. And the fans are not staying silent. One person pointed out, "I stand with Cardi." Another fan comment said, "All I hear is she stood on business and didn't let them trick her into drama, right?" Then someone else added, "Sometimes you just don't want the person you beefing with a part of nothing you got going on." And finally, another voice chimed in, shaking my head. "How do you provoke someone and then paint them this way?" Shaking my head. So now the narrative isn't just about an alleged backstage outburst. It's about provocation. It's about industry machinery. It's about whether this was comedy or calculated mess. But what fans notice next is where things really get interesting. Despite the alleged chaos, Cardi still performed her scheduled sets, Bodega Baddie and Airtime. No missed cues, no public meltdown, no visible tension on stage. She even appeared in the Immigrant Dad talk show sketch with host Alexander Skarsgård. That detail matters because if someone truly went berserk, would they be composed enough to hit their marks on live television? People are saying this doesn't add up. Either she had a moment and regrouped like a professional, or the story is being amplified in a very specific direction. Let's talk context. Cardi and Nicki have a history. That's not tea, that's documented. Years of subliminals, public spats, fan base wars. So allegedly overhearing a joke about Nicki, especially when connected to politics, could hit differently. Not because Cardi wants to defend Nicki, but because of proximity. Imagine preparing for one of the biggest episodes in SNL history, and suddenly your name, your industry rival, and political controversy are all being tossed around in rehearsal. That's combustible energy. And SNL, they are known for pushing boundaries. That's their brand: satire, shock value, cultural commentary. The question is, was this just writers doing their job, or was someone sending a message? But the allegation doesn't end there, because look at what happened next. Neither Cardi B nor representatives for SNL have officially commented. Silence. And in celebrity culture, silence is loud. It creates space for speculation. It lets narratives breathe. It allows blogs and tea pages to fill in blanks. Some fans believe if it were completely false, there would have been a denial by now. Others argue that addressing every rumor fuels it more. And let's be real, Cardi has never been shy about clearing the air when she wants to. So the absence of a clapback, that's adding fuel. There's also the political layer. Nicki Minaj's alleged affiliation with the MAGA movement has already been controversial, so a joke tying her into that space isn't just pop culture humor, it's politically charged. It touches identity, branding, and public perception. Cardi has been outspoken about politics before. She's interviewed politicians. She's used her platform for commentary. So being backstage while a joke is crafted about her longtime rival's political leanings, that's messy territory. And some fans are questioning whether Cardi's alleged reaction was less about Nicki and more about not wanting to be entangled in that narrative at all. But here's where the industry machinery conversation gets deeper. Saturday Night Live doesn't just throw jokes together randomly. There's rehearsal, there's approval, there's timing. If a joke about Nicki was being tested, that means multiple layers of production knew about it. So allegedly overhearing it wouldn't be some whispered secret. It would be structured content. That raises another question. Did someone expect a reaction? Because sometimes controversy boosts ratings. Sometimes drama equals clicks. And sometimes, whether intentional or not, celebrities become pawns in bigger cultural chess games. And let's zoom in on language. Went berserk. That phrase is dramatic. It paints an image of chaos, yelling, storming, disruption. But no leaked footage has surfaced. No anonymous crew member describing overturned tables. Just sources saying things got out of control fast. That's vague. That's cinematic wording. It's the
Phrasing that makes a headline pop. And people are saying the wording itself might be shaping perception more than facts. But what fans notice next is subtle. During her performances, Cardi looked energized, focused, no visible cracks. If she was rattled hours earlier, she masked it flawlessly. That takes discipline. That takes experience. That takes someone who understands that the show must go on. So even if an exchange happened backstage, the public-facing product was polished, which complicates the berserk storyline. Now, let's analyze motive. If Cardi did confront someone about the joke, that could be interpreted as setting boundaries, especially if she felt the joke dragged her into Nicki's political controversy by association. Some fans believe she simply didn't want her SNL moment overshadowed. That aligns with the comment, sometimes you just don't want the person you beefing with a part of nothing you got going on. That's not irrational. That's strategic. When you're headlining a milestone episode, you want headlines about your performance, not old rivalries. But the internet isn't just debating reaction, they're debating respect. SMH. How do you provoke someone and then paint them this way? SMH. That comment suggests a bigger pattern fans perceive in the entertainment industry. The idea that artists, especially outspoken women, get labeled difficult or dramatic when they push back. Whether that applies here is unclear, but the conversation is happening, and once fans start discussing systemic dynamics, the story grows legs beyond a single rehearsal. And here's another layer people are whispering about. Timing. SNL's 1000th episode is historic, legacy cementing, cultural moment. Having Cardi involved signals her mainstream impact, so attaching a controversy to that appearance shifts focus. Was that intentional? Probably not, but in the age of viral headlines, intent almost doesn't matter. Impact does. Neither Cardi nor SNL commenting keeps this in speculation territory. Allegedly, reportedly, sources say. That's where we are, and until someone speaks directly, the narrative belongs to the internet, which, as we know, rarely chooses nuance. But what do you think? Was this a genuine backstage blow-up or an exaggerated headline? Did Cardi simply stand on business, or is the industry spinning a dramatic angle? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more deep dives into the tea behind the headlines, make sure you like and subscribe.